Photochemical machining has been called manufacturing's best-kept secret. This series aims to change that. Hi, I'm Max Foster, and this is your Minute with Max. Episode 8. What are the basic design rules for etching? Let's talk about tolerances, and by that I mean the tolerances that we can effectively etch to. Bear in mind that the following rules are technically only general guidelines, and exceptions can be made, but doing so usually results in increased costs to manufacture. First off, the two most important tolerance rules. For metals up to 0.005 of an inch thick, minimum dimensional tolerances of plus minus 1.5 thousandth are achievable. For metals over 5 thousandths thick, minimum dimensional tolerances should be plus minus 15% of the metal thickness. This is because etching through thicker metal takes more time and thus increases dimensional variability. As a side note, this means that general drawing block tolerances of plus minus 5 thousandths are achievable on metals up to 33 thousandths thick. A few more rules. If your part has partial etches, i.e. areas where we do not fully cut through the part, their depth tolerance can be as low as plus minus 1/1000th. Since the tool pattern is rigid and does not change, locational tolerances can be within plus minus 1/1000th of drawing nominal. Dimensional values themselves also have some rules. First, minimum hole or slot width dimensions should be at least 110% of metal thickness. Minimum radii size should also not be less than 70% of metal thickness. Finally, ligament size should be at least 100% of the metal thickness. Now that we've discussed some dimensional design rules, our next video will examine the types of metals that can be etched. Until then, hey, thanks for checking out this series. Hope you learned something. If you have any comments or questions, our social media stuff can be found over here. Until next time, I'm Max Foster, and this was your Minute with Max.